You're in 1800 with all your knowledge. How will you get rich? How I became a millionaire selling soap in 1800. Picture this. It's the year 1800, and nobody's worried much about germs. You know what they haven't invented yet? Pretty packaging and scented soaps. I thought, why not sell cleanliness like it's luxury? Everyone washes, but nobody makes it feel fancy. So I grabbed my modern knowledge, colors, fragrances, and branding, and turned plain soap into a must-have item. People were literally paying more to smell good and look rich. Smart, right? First step. I made a small batch of lavender-scented soap wrapped in colorful paper. I went to the market, but here's the twist. Nobody trusted new products. They laughed at my fancy soap. How do you sell something people don't even believe in yet? That was my cliffhanger moment. Could I convince them that this little bar of soap was worth their gold coins? The solution was genius in its simplicity. I gave free samples to the wealthiest families. They showed off the soap to everyone. They became walking billboards. Suddenly, demand exploded. Soon, I had orders pouring in from every town, and my little soap empire was rolling. Within months, I was richer than local merchants who had been in business for decades. And I thought, all it took was knowing that people would pay for presentation. Would you have seen that opportunity if you were back then? How I made a fortune selling coffee before it was cool. Imagine arriving in 1800 with your modern taste for caffeine. Coffee isn't everywhere yet. Tea dominates. I thought, what if I bring espresso-level energy to the masses? People love quick pick-me UPS, and nobody's packaged coffee like we do now. I realized I could create instant wealth just by showing people a better way to drink their mornings. Would you have taken that risk? I started by roasting beans in my kitchen and selling them at the market. But here's the catch. Nobody knew how to use coffee properly, and some didn't trust it. I had a choice. Risk wasting all my beans or figure out a way to make them addicted to caffeine. Could one small trick change everything? Here's the twist. I gave free coffee demonstrations in town squares. People smelled it, tasted it, and couldn't resist. I taught them the perfect brew and slowly built a brand around energy and status. Within months, I had the town hooked. Coffee houses sprouted, I sold beans wholesale, and suddenly I controlled the hottest commodity in town. All from knowing the future value of caffeine. Can you imagine turning a simple bean into gold? How I got rich by printing the future. Okay, picture this. It's 1800, and printing is slow and boring. But I know about newspapers, pamphlets, and sensational stories. I thought, what if I create the first modern media empire? Everyone wants news, but nobody delivers it in a way that grabs attention. I could sell subscriptions, ads, and ideas before anyone else. How fast could one paper change history? Step 1. I set up a small press and started printing simple, eye-catching newsletters with local gossip, inventions, and predictions. Problem. Distribution. Townspeople were skeptical, and many refused to pay for ink on paper. How do you convince people to pay for something they didn't even know they needed? The breakthrough. I created scarcity and hype. Limited editions, bold headlines, and stories everyone had to talk about. People lined up to get the next issue. Merchants paid for ad space. Soon, I controlled the most influential platform in the region. My wealth skyrocketed, and I realized one thing. Knowledge of the future isn't just power, it's cash. Could you have turned your words into a fortune before the world even knew how to read? Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.